What is good, guys? It's Monster Chappie, and we're back for some more 2K action. And in today's video, we're going to be looking at the San Antonio Spurs, talking about all the beautiful things of this championship basketball team right here. As far as the lineups goes, I experiment with a few different lineups, but the one I ended up liking the most was pretty much the one they use in real life. Go ahead and go with the Parker, Belinelli, Kawhi Leonard, Duncan, and Diaw as your starters. And then coming off the bench, you can go with either of the point guards, but then Ginobili, Green, and then after that, I like Ayers and Bonner for the three-point shooting ability that he has. And between the 2 point guards, I think I just preferred, I think his name is Mills, I think, or something like that. But either way, you know, that's pretty much the lineup I went with. Now with the Spurs, you're not going to get a whole lot of Lob City type, you know, dunks and things like that. With the exception of Kawhi Leonard, because he's a beast. But we'll talk about him in a second. But definitely, you can get some nice mid-range game going. You can get some three-point game going. So here we got Mills here coming off the bench, getting some buckets. But the thing with the Spurs is you just got to play smart, effective basketball. Get easy shots, get easy, you know, attempts at the basket, and you're going to be good to go, man. I mean, they are definitely going to be a team that, you know, can finish when necessary. And then they've got a ton of great shooters from Green, Ginobili. Parker can shoot well. Again, you got, you know, the three-point marksman as a 7-footer. So there's just a lot of three-point shooting. So that's always going to be critical in 2K, is to be able to knock down the deep ball just in case they want to play zone or just in case they sag off. Or if you drive and get the kick out, you know, that's always a beautiful way to get you know, a spot at the rim as well. And as you can see, Ayers going up here. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his name right or whatever, but you know, he's definitely a beast, and he's definitely someone that you can use and get some good buckets with. And you know, it's definitely a fun guy to have out there, because he definitely comes off the bench and will get those putback layups, putback dunks, and those types of things that you really need from a big man coming off the bench. It's just a guy that can play some defense and you know, really lock down the paint, get rebounds, and you know, just finish underneath the basket type buckets. So he is definitely the guy to go to for that. And then I go with the man Bonner for the three-point shots and stuff, and he can play D as well. But what are the good things and the bad things with the Spurs? I mean, the bad things is they're gonna lack a little bit of athletic ability across the floor, but with that being said, they do have a few individuals who have quite a bit of athletic ability. One of those guys, of course, is going to be Kawhi Leonard. And I have to talk about him. He's going to be the LeBron. He's going to be the Kevin Durant. He's going to be the Paul George, Carmelo of the Spurs. He is the guy. He is the scorer. He's the guy who he can do it all. Like, he can literally play all aspects of the game. He's got great defense. He rebounds good. He's tall. He's athletic. And he will definitely bam out in a quick second if given the opportunity. And again, he can shoot mid-range. He can shoot it deep. He can pretty much do everything. So if you're going to build around one scorer, he's the guy to build around. I mean, the dude is an absolute beast on 2K, especially here on Next Gen. He can just do a little bit of everything. And again, I'm stressing to you, he is an elite player in the game, definitely a top 10 player in the game without a doubt. So that's the guy you're going to want to build your offense around and go through. You want to have him playing for a good majority of the game if you can, because again, he's the guy. He's going to be your elite player, your elite athletic player, your player that can pretty much do a little bit of everything. So it all starts with him. And then after that, you know, you got Tony Parker, who can get to the bucket pretty easy. And I recommend definitely the fade or the floater a lot of times with him, because he will hit those quite a bit. And, you know, of course, you got Ginobili that can drive and stuff too. But the reason I like Ginobili off the bench is pretty much the same reason as they originally had him in real life, is the fact that he can dribble the ball and he can drive and be your, you know, your scorer off the bench, if you will. Sort of a Reggie Jackson in real life when Westbrook's in. He's that spark off the bench. He's sort of their James Harden role that they used to have. But they're right there. Oh, my gosh, KD just dunking all over people. Don't worry. Kawhi going to get him back. Kawhi going to get him back. But That's the other thing. So with the rest of the Spurs players, again, they can all do pretty much one thing really well. I mean, Duncan, you're going to get your inside scoring, no doubt. Ayers, again, is an inside presence. He's a beast. Dial's going to play some defense, and, you know, he can make the easy plays. He can shoot decently, and, you know, he can dunk as well. So basically, again, like I've said before, anybody in the game could score inside. So that's not going to be an issue. As far as their defense goes, man, I mean, that's one of the reasons you use the Spurs is for their defense. Pretty much everyone can play great on-ball D. Pretty much, told you, man. I told you about Kawhi. But everybody can play some solid on-ball D. And then you have sort of elite defense by Leonard and some of the other guys. So between the team defense, I recommend playing man defense and playing a real aggressive style because they are going to make plays. They're going to make it happen. And, again, when it comes down to the fast breaks and stuff like that, if you can get the ball in the Leonard's hands, you're going to be good to go and be in a real nice spot. So that's definitely my recommendation there for you. But as far as the rest of the team goes, though, that's pretty much how I like rolling with the Spurs, man. We're going to run man defense. We're going to play really aggressive, and then we're going to play smart offensively. Limit your turnovers. Parker's not going to get nipped by pretty much anybody in the game. Dude's got great handles. And the rest of the guys, man, they're just great support and cast. They're definitely a great team to use in the game. Are you going to get 1,000 highlights like you would with Lob City? No. But you can win and be very effective, and they are a very good team offensively and defensively without weaknesses that are just going to be exploited by any team in the game. Even if you're playing like the Heat or something, you know, they can compete with anybody. They can compete with the Pacers, the Blazers, and those teams as well. And Kawhi Leonard is pretty much the big difference that they haven't had over the past few years on 2K. Because in 2K, you really do need one player that can just take over whenever your team's down or just kind of just score, you know, and just get buckets. And it's just real tough to stop. And the Spurs haven't had that for, you know, years in 2K. They've had good players, a lot of good players, but there wasn't that one great player. And now that they have that one great player, they are definitely a team to be reckoned with and definitely one of the best teams in the game just due to that fact that they have one great player and a bunch of good players right around him. So that is just my take on the Spurs. If you haven't tried them out, I definitely recommend it. And hopefully some of these ideas when using the Spurs will kind of help you out a little bit. But that's going to wrap it up for my commentary. Hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of the gameplay as well as some Kawhi Leonard highlights at the end there. And again, be sure to utilize the man. He's definitely top 10. Maybe a top 5. I would really have to go through the players again. But again, he's up there. You know, he's one of the better players in the game, no doubt about it. And he's going to be a beast. So that's going to wrap it up, though. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I got a lot more content coming soon. A lot of Battlefield content that I got recorded that I got to get posted up. Just finishing up the ebook for Madden, so if you're looking out for that, we are in the final stages of that. Just got to get a gameplay, and then that's going to be done. So got all the setups and all that stuff done, all the videos done pretty much. So be on the lookout for that as well. And hopefully you guys, again, enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe for more. And that's going to do it. We out.